Hello everyone, welcome back. So as you all know, Odoo 17 has released and we have so much features which have come in Odoo 17. So I know you guys will be eagerly waiting to know what are the features inside each of the module. So today let's begin with the sales module. So without wasting any time, let's dig into sales module. So guys, let's begin. Here we have the very beautiful interface of Odoo 17. As you all know, the interface has changed completely and it has become very attractive. Okay. So the first module which we are going to begin with is the sales module. So here we have the sales module, and we also know that we have an option which is to search. So just type onto the keyboard and such a wizard appears and there comes your search result. So from here also you can open the module. So I'm opening the sales module here. Okay, so once you open the sales module, you have a very beautiful interface where you can find the onboarding panel. So this is the onboarding panel, and just below the onboarding panel, we have the quotations which have been pre-created in our system. So here you have the reference number of the quotation, the creation date, the customer, website, salesperson, activities, company, total and status of the quotation. So all these things, that is the details regarding a quotation, can be found inside the quotations page. Okay, so creating a quotation is also very simple. Before moving on to quotation creation, we have some other things which is hidden inside this window. So if you just take a look at the top right corner, you have different views. So Odoo basically provides a lot of views inside the interface. So currently we are witnessing or seeing the list view. Other than the list view, we have the Kanban view, the calendar view, the pivot view, graphical view, and also the activities. So this is the list view. So you can see all the lists of quotations here. And if you just switch to Kanban view, so I've clicked on the Kanban icon over here. This is the Kanban view. So Kanban view is basically a card-like view, okay? So every quotation will be in form of a card, as you can see. You will have the name of the customer, the sales reference number, the price, the status, and all those things regarding the quotation. So inside a single card, you will get every details, that is the very important details of a quotation. So that's the Kanban view. Now, other than the Kanban view, we have calendar view. So I'm just switching to calendar view here. So this is nothing but simply a calendar. So inside this calendar, regarding each date, we can see the different sale orders which have been created. Okay, so you can see what different colors means. So here we have on the right side of the screen, you have the sale order, the quotation send, the quotations, and also each of them refer to different colors. As you can see, we have those colors over here on our screen, that is on the calendar. If you just take a look on 9th of December, you can see, two are sale order, one is a quotation which is in quotation send status, and we also have one more sale order. So that's how you can identify the things just by using the color code which is given here. And this is basically a monthly view, and if you want to change it to an annual view, you can simply click on that and you can find every month on the screen. So other than the annual view, you have the weekly view. Okay, so just you need data of a particular week that will be got through choosing the week. And if you want to see the current day's data, that is also possible over there. So that's how you do. And if you want to go to previous and next, that is possible here just by clicking on the arrow, previous arrow, it takes you to the previous day, and clicking on the other arrow, it takes you to the next day. So that's the calendar view here. And we have the pivot table or the pivot view next. So inside the pivot view, you actually get a table-like view of the quotations. Okay, so here you have the measures. You have a lot of measures, and from this you can choose. So currently total has been chosen. So if you want to add unpaid amount to this table, simply click on unpaid amount. Okay, select it, let it load, and it will get added to the table. So I'm choosing it one more time. See, unpaid amount is added to the table. So I'm just adding shipping weight as well. So that is also added to the table. So whatever data you want your table to display, you can choose that from measures. So if you want to insert it into a spreadsheet, that is also possible simply by clicking on the insert in spreadsheet. Okay, click on insert in spreadsheet, and here we have the blank spreadsheet as well as the partner spreadsheet, which is a pre-created spreadsheet. Okay, you can either insert it into a pre-created spreadsheet, or even you can put it inside a new blank spreadsheet. So I'll show you both conditions. Here we have the blank spreadsheet. I'm choosing that and confirming it. So once you do that, you can see new spreadsheet created in documents, and this will redirect us to that spreadsheet. So here is the we have inserted that table into a blank spreadsheet, and that's the data over here. Let's go back to quotations. And if you want to insert it into an existing spreadsheet, let me show you how it seems to be. So simply click on insert in spreadsheet. And here you have, already pre-created one. So I'm choosing the existing one and confirming it. So let's see how it looks over there. So I've chosen the one here and confirmed it. See, we have the partner spreadsheet test, which is the name of the existing spreadsheet. So here we are inserting it, right? So here we have the data. Okay, so that's how you insert a particular pivot table into spreadsheet. Now, if you want to flip axis, that can be done from here. Okay, flipping axis can be done. That is, the axes will be flipped. Okay, and then if you want to expand all, you can simply click on this, and for you all to download the XLSX file, you can simply click on this icon over here. So that's all about the pivot view, and we have the graph view. So that's the next view, which is simply a graphical analysis of the quotation. Okay, so currently we are seeing the bar chart. Similarly, you have the line chart as well as the pie chart. So this is the pie chart, and here you have the line chart. So data of the quotations can be viewed in all these ways, which is the graphical, the line, and also the pie chart. So the other things which comes inside the graphical view is that here we have the stacked view. Okay, and also you have the cumulative view. In case of line chart, you will get both stacked as well as cumulative view. Okay, this is the pie chart, and also for bar chart, you have the stacked view. And if you want the data to be displayed in a descending or ascending order, that is also possible here inside Odoo 17. So that's the graphical view. And finally, we have the activity. That is, all the scheduled activities. If you are having a customer and you are scheduling an activity like an email, a call, even a meeting, or orders which are to be upsold, the to-dos, everything can be displayed inside the activity over here. So all the activities will be shown here, and if you want to create an activity, that is also possible here in the activity section. So you can see different colors on the screen. So basically this is the yellow ones actually denotes to the activities which are to be done today. Green ones refer to the activities which are to be done in future, and red ones will be the ones which are the activities which have to be done, because it is already passed over. It's the past. Okay, the things which you missed it, those things will be in red color. So if you want to add a new activity, so here you have a sale order. So corresponding to the sale order, if you want to add an activity called call, simply click on the icon or the cell of the call, next to the sale order. So there you have the plus icon, click on create, and here you can choose the activity type. So here call have come by default because we have chosen the call. From here, if you want, you can change it as well. Okay, so I'm leaving call only, and here you have the due date. So you can simply change the due date. So I'm changing it to 13, so which is scheduled in future. You have the assigned to, and then you have the summary. So what is the summary? You have to provide that as well. So I'm putting discuss proposal. And once it's done, if you want to add any log note, that can be done from here. So using the slash can actually help you. Okay, so that's the call, that is scheduling an activity. So that's done, and if you want to open calendar, you can open it from here, or simply save this, mark is done in schedule next, and also discard. So these much options we have while we are scheduling an activity. So I'm simply saving it. So that's done. As you can see, a call has been scheduled corresponding to this sale order. Okay, and the color is green because it was scheduled. It is scheduled for future. So that's the activities. Now let's move on to quotations main page, and I'm putting it back to the list view. So here in the list view, you have the option to create quotation. Other than from this page, if you just click on orders, which is, you have a lot of menus on top of the sales module, right? So here we have an, menu called the order, and submenus of orders comes like quotations, orders, sales team, and customers. So here under the orders, you have a sub menu called quotations. So simply click on quotations over there, and here in the quotations you have the option to create quotation. So it's exactly the page which we see once we open the sales module. So from here I'm going to click on new, and I'm going to create a quotation. So creating a quotation is actually very simple. The only thing which you have to do is add a customer. So we'll be creating a quotation for some customer. So I'm gonna add a customer from here. So let it be Decoedit, and we have the invoice address, delivery address, and all. So he's actually an existing customer. So this customer was pre-created, and an invoice address as well as delivery address was created for this person. So once I've selected the person, the address have automatically come. Okay, it gets populated or occupied. Okay, so that's it, the address and all. And here you have the expiration date and the price list and the payment terms and all such things. So we'll go through each term. Okay, so expiration is the expiration date of this quotation. Okay, so from here I'm changing. You can basically change. So by default the current date will be coming to expiration date. So you can simply change it. So whatever the date is, you can change it from here. And then you have the recurring plan. So if you are going to choose a recurring plan, that is, if you want it to be repeated, how often you want this to get repeated, like monthly, yearly, 6 months, or whatever it is, recurring plans can be created as well. So I'm not choosing any of the recurring plans. And here you have the price list. So price list can be created inside the sales module. So pre-created price list can be applied for every customer from here. So I'm currently removing the price list, and here you have the payment term. So this payment can be done in 30 days from the day on which you have sent the quotation. So we have other modes of payments as well. Okay, the payment terms actually. So you have these much options, and from this you can choose. So currently, by default it comes 30 days, and if you want to change it from here, you can do that from here. So I'm doing that 45 days payment terms. And here you have the quotation template. So quotation template is nothing but a template which you are pre-creating. So once you create a template like that, you can simply choose one, and all the data including the order lines will come. Okay, so that's the quotation template. We'll create a quotation template later. So that's it. So these are all the existing quotation templates. So I'm not going on to that right now. And here you have the order lines. So in the order lines, what you do, you will add products. So here you have the option to add a product. So simply by clicking on add product, you can choose products from your product section. So I'm adding bacon burger. The description, the quantity, the unit of measure, the price, tax and all have automatically come. If you want to change the quantity from here, change it. Okay, simply click and edit it. Okay, based on the quantity, the price will also change. And here you have the option to add a section. So I'm adding a section as new. Okay, now if you want to add a note, you can add a note from here. So I'm putting new products. Okay, and here you have the catalog option. So this is a section. So you can basically, put products under a section and all. See, you can drag and drop it. So basically it becomes kind of a heading, and under those section you can put some products, and you can create another section, put some products and so on. According to your convenience, you can do that. And if you want to add any notes towards this quotation, simply click on add a note, and here you have the catalog. Okay, so here is the catalog. Catalogs can be created, and if you want to add any of these from the catalog, if you want to add any of these products, you can actually choose it from here. So it's kind of a very attractive view. Previous version of Odoo, we didn't have this catalog. Okay, so catalog is a new feature, and simply by clicking on the catalog in the order lines, you can directly go to the product category, and from each card you can choose whatever should go to your order line. So you have an option called the add over here. So I'm just adding this whiteboard pen. Okay, so you can see one. If you want to add, remove, just increase the quantity, you can do that, and also removing is possible. So this is actually kind of other online shopping websites which we can see, right? So this is very interesting. So that's how you add it, and if you want to remove it, simply remove it from here. and go back to the quotation. See, the whiteboard pen is added over here. So that's the catalog. So catalog is a new thing which has come inside the order lines or the sales module. Okay. So here you have the discount as well as add shipping. If you want to add the discount, simply click on discount over here. You will have all the discounts. Okay. Or if you want to specify this much percentage discount, means you can provide it over here. So whether to, put it as a global discount or a fixed amount or on all order lines, whatever it is, choose from here and then apply. So that's how you apply discount in Odoo 17 sales module. And here you have the option where you can add shipping. So simply click on add shipping over here. And once you click on add shipping, what happens is that you can, choose the shipping methods. So the thing is that there'll be a lot of shipping methods you have pre-created. So from that you can choose. Okay. And you will have the option where you can provide the total order weight, the cost, and so on. So once you're done, click on add. Okay. Currently I'm not adding anyone, so I'm just discarding it. And that's the order line. Now you have the optional product. So if you want to add any optional product to this quotation, you can add it from here. Okay, so optional products will be the products which can be kind of an optional choices. Okay, so if I'm adding a mobile phone, means optional product can be a better phone. So I'm ordering a keypad phone, means putting a touch phone as an optional product. It's actually business strategies. Okay, so that's the optional product. So you can add products from here simply by clicking on add a product, and you have other information like the sales teams, the delivery, the tracking, and also the invoicings. Okay, all those details will be here. And you have the notes. So inside the notes, if you have any kind of concerns or things which you want your customer to know, those notes can be put here under the internal notes section. So that's all about the quotation. And if you just take a look on the top, you have send by email, confirm, preview, cancel, and so on. So for you all to send this by mail, what you have to do is click on send by email. So this will be sent to the customer by mail. So I have clicked on the icon over there. It's loading. Let's wait. So here comes the mail which will be going to send. So here you have the PDF of the quotation, and here's the subject, the recipients, the body, attachments, everything of the mail, and simply click on send. So this will be sent to the customer. So currently you can see the state have changed to quotation send. Once you confirm a quotation, it will become a sale order. So simply you can say that sale orders are confirmed quotations. So you have the option to preview it. Okay, and also you can cancel the quotation if you want. So I'm going to confirm it from here. So once you confirm it, you can see you have created a sale order. Okay, and to create a quotation for this, create an invoice for this quotation, you can simply click on create invoice. Okay, so creation of invoice is done. Now you have three types of invoices, like the regular invoice, the down payment, and also down payment that is in fixed amount as well as percentage. Not types of invoice, you can pay it in three different ways. So I'm putting it as a regular invoice, and down payment is paying a percentage first and then paying the remaining percentage. Similarly, you have down payment for fixed amount, that is paying a fixed amount first and then pay the remaining amount. So once it's done, click on create draft invoice. So first thing which we are going to do is create a draft invoice. So it will be under the draft state first. So only after you confirm it, it will go to the posted state. You can verify your data from here, whether everything is there, everything is right, wrong, whatever it is. So once it's done, you can see in the invoice, you have the journal items. So this will be added to the journal, okay? And you have other info. So all the invoicing and accounting details will be here in the other info. And I'm going to confirm it. So confirmation is done, and now it's in the posted state. So you can see you have outstanding credits for this customer. You can allocate them to mark the invoice as paid. So it gives you a detail about the credits of the customer. Now you have send and print, register payment, preview, credit note, reset to draft. If you want to reset this particular invoice to draft state, what you have to do is click on reset to draft. And if you want to add a credit note to this invoice, simply click on credit note. See, clicking on credit note gives you such a wizard, and here you can type the reason displayed on the credit note. What reason should be there on the credit note, that can be given here. And then you have the journal. So here's the journal. So to which journal this should be affected, that can be chosen from here, and also the reversal date. And once you reverse it, simply click on the reverse button. So I'm just discarding it over here, and you have the option to register payment and also send and print. So I'm going to register the payment. So choose the journal, the payment method, the amount, the payment date, and the memo. So once it's done, click on create payment. So you can see it's currently in payment state. Okay, so the payment has been done. So only when the reconciliation and all is done, what happens, this will change to paid state. So currently we have done the payment. So that's how you create a quotation. That's how a quotation is confirmed to a sale order, and how we create an invoice, how invoice has been posted, and how to do the payment. So that's the quotation area. So we'll do one thing, go to the orders menu. We've gone through the quotations and we've gone through orders indirectly, because creating a sale order directly, or all the sale orders will be viewed here under the sale order section. So here also you have the Kanban view of the sale orders, the calendar view, the pivot view, the graph view, and also the activities corresponding to each sale order. Okay, so that's the sale orders. So from the sale orders section, you can create a sale order. So it's exactly the same thing which you can find inside the quotation. Only thing is that here under this section you will find only orders. Okay, so this is how you create a sale order also. It's exactly how you create a quotation. Simply click on the customers field, add a customer. Once you confirm it or send it, it will go to quotation send, and after you confirm it, it will turn out to be a sale order. So that's the orders, and we have the sales team next. So sales team, so basically, for every organization there'll be sales team, right? Managing sales team will be very easy if you are using Odoo. So inside Odoo, you have a separate section for managing the sales team, and here under the sales teams, you can see you have different teams like sales, kiosk sales team, the pre-sales website, point of sale, and all those things. So if you just take a single team, so I'm taking the sales team over here, the sales analysis of that particular team can be viewed here. So as you can see, there's a button called sales analysis. Click on that and it shows the sales analysis of that team. Okay, so you have different views like bar chart, pie chart of the same. You can add on measures from here. So quantity to deliver, if I want the data of quantity to deliver for this particular team, that can be viewed over here, and the quantity invoiced, that will be got from here. So whatever the count is, you will get it from here. So I'm going back to sales team. Here you have the untaxed total for each month, that is for particular period, how much is the untaxed total, that is depicted here on the screen. And here you have 9 open opportunities. Okay, so as you know, a lead will become an opportunity, or an opportunity will become a lead, and then it becomes a quotation, then it becomes a sale order, so that's how business happens, right? So how many open opportunities are there for this particular team, that will be shown here. How many quotations are currently there for the team is shown here, and also how many orders are there to be invoiced. Okay, that will also be shown here under each team. Okay, so that's the sales team. And also you have the target. So a target will be given for each team, and how much they achieve, that will be shown there. Okay, so some teams and all, this invoicing target is not defined. So if you want to define it, simply click on here. Okay, as you can see, click to define a sales target, and here comes the kiosk sales team. So here you have the option to add a team leader and all. So creating a sales team and all, I'll show you guys. Okay, so adding members is possible from here, and here comes the invoice target. So I'm putting it as $50, okay, or 50K, then per month. Save it, go back. So here an invoicing target is added. So $50 is their target, so they have to achieve it. Once it's achieved, they'll be showing it on the screen. Okay, so that's the sales team. And the most important thing is that on each of these pages, we have an option which is the filters. Okay, I'll talk about it. Before that, here we have the customers. So all the customers of our company or our organization will be shown in this particular page. So here you have the customers, and if you want to add a new customer, what you have to do is click on the new icon over here, and I'm going to add a new customer, say John. Okay, so here's the new customer. So our customer can either be a company or an individual. So I'm adding an individual. So if it's an individual, you have to choose the company name. That is the company to which that person belongs to. So I'm putting Deco. Okay, and the address and all will be of the company. And the job position of the person, so I'm putting it as sales director. And you can add the phone number, mobile number, email, website, title. That is how to, call that person or how to address that person. So I'm putting as Mr. And you have tags. Okay, if you want to add tags to this particular customer, you can add it from here. So I'm putting it as consulting services. So it's a tag that is to easily identify. Tags are basically used for easy identification. So that's done. Now you have the contacts and addresses. So if you want to add a contact or address for this person, that is the customer, you can add it from here. So simply click on add over here, and you have different options here. Okay, so here you have contact address, invoice address, delivery address, follow-up address, and other address. So if you see this, you just keep on any of these addresses. Okay, there comes a pop-up which shows what each means. So if you have the, if you just take a look at the first one, which is contact, this is used to, organize the contact details of employees of a given company. Okay, and then you have the invoice address. Invoice address is the preferred address for all invoices selected by default when you invoice an order that belongs to this company. And then you have the delivery address, which is preferred address for all deliveries selected by default when you deliver an order that belongs to this company. Then you have private address, which is private addresses are only visible by authorized users and contains sensitive data. Okay, so that will be the home addresses of the employees, and you have the follow-up address, which is preferred address for follow-up reports selected by default when you send reminders about overview invoices. And then you have other address for the company. So these are the different addresses. So for a single person, you can add multiple addresses. So I'm just putting this contact address over here, giving the contact name, sorry. So I'm putting John, and here you have the title as Mr. The job of the person is sales director. Okay, so I'll change the name. No, let it be John itself. And here you have the option to add email and phone number as well as mobile for the person. So I'm saving and putting as new. So I'm going to add another address, which is the invoice address. So the contact name, I'm giving it as Tom, and all the address and all have come. So saving and closing it. So as you can see, 2 addresses have been added. So similarly, you can add multiple addresses for a single contact or a customer. Okay, so that's how you add contacts and addresses to the customer. Then you have sales and purchase. Okay, so under sales and purchase, you have details regarding a customer of sales and purchase. So under the sales, you have the salesperson, the payment terms, the price lists, and you have the delivery method also. Okay, so under purchase, you have the buyer, the payment terms, the payment method, the receipt reminder. So you know what receipt reminder is? I hope you guys remember because we have gone through it in the purchase module. Okay, so if you want to set a receipt reminder for this customer, simply check this box and then add how many days before the reminder should be sent. Then you have point of sale, where you can add the barcode, fiscal information, where you can add the fiscal position. Okay, so that's for all the localization and all. And then you have the miss, which is the miscellaneous. Okay, here you can add the reference, the website, company, and also the SLA policies of the customer. Then you have the accounting details. So accounting details will be taken from the parent company because this person is an individual customer. So he belongs to a company. So accounting details of that company will be taken here. So that's what it shows. It is managed on the parent company. And then you have the internal notes. Okay, so if you want to add any kind of notes for this customer, that can be done from here. and you also have the partner assignment. So here comes the geolocation, that is the geographical location. So the latitude and longitude can be given here, or compute based on address is also an option, which comes under the customer. So that's the customer section. And here you can see the meetings, the opportunities, sales, subscription. And if you go to more, you have the purchases, on time, invoiced, bills, the partner ledger documents, and also you can go to the website. So these are all the details. Next, we have the menu called To Invoice. So under To Invoice, you have two sub-menus, which is Orders to Invoice as well as Orders to Upsell. So let's go to Orders to Invoice, and here under Orders to Invoice, you will get all the sale orders which are under the status to invoice, which are under the invoice status to invoice. Okay, so all such orders can be found here, and if you just create an invoice for it, means that particular sale order will be removed from the Orders to Invoice section. Similarly, we have the Orders to Upsell. So upselling is actually a process which occurs when there is a difference in the ordered quantity as well as the delivered quantity. So in such cases, such orders will come and fall under the Orders to Upsell section. So that's the To Invoice section. And if you just take a look here under the Orders to Invoice, if you take here, you have the search bar. So under the search bar or next to search bar, you have a drop down where you can find the filters, group by, and favorites. So previously in Odoo 16, this was not how we could find the filters, group by, and favorites. So based on the changes which have come to 17, it has completely taken a new look. Okay, so here you have the filters, group by, and favorites. So under filters, you have my orders, recurring, not recurring, and also you have the option to add a custom filter. So here you have the group by, that is you can group by salesperson, customer, order date, and also you can add a custom group. And also you have the favorites where you can save a current search. Okay, so that's the filter, group by, and favorites. And next you have the products. Okay, so products menu. Under products menu, you have sub menus called products, product variants, and price list. So if you just go to products, you can see all the products which is existing in your system. So these are the products which we use inside the sale orders. Okay, or while creating a quotation, you will be adding products to the order line. So those products come from the products over here. So these are the different products, and if you want to create a new product, you can create it from here. So before creating a product, I have something else to show you guys. So this is basically the Kanban view of the product. Similarly, we have the list view of the products as well. So here is the list view, as you can see. So each list shows you the data of products like the product name, the internal reference, the product template tags, sales price, cost, on hand, forecaster, and also the unit. Okay, so for creating each product, you can actually set the unit of measure and all. Now here I'm going to create a new product. So simply click on a new over here, and here comes the product name. So I'm putting the product name as a phone. Okay, it can be a phone, and can be sold and can be purchased are automatically checked, because by default it will be checked, because this product can also be bought and sold. So in a purchase module as well as a sales module, you can use this. Okay, so that's the like when you are creating an RFQ or even you are creating a quotation, this product will be available. Okay, now here you have can be expensed, recurring, and also can be rented. So recurring and all are the cases where it comes as the subscription. Okay, in case of subscription, if it's a subscription product, means you have to check the recurring, and if it's a rental product, you have the rent over here. So check that. And here you have the general information regarding the product which we created. So here you have the product type. So we have different types of products like consumable product, service product, storable product, booking fees, combo, and event ticket. So combo and all will be new terms which we hear, because these are all new things which is introduced in Odoo 17. So product type, we have so much more. So previously we had only consumable product, the storable product and all. Now currently we have a service product. So if it's a service if it's a service product, so if you're creating a product like a doctor and all, it will be a service, right? Teacher, it's a service. Okay, such things comes under the service category. And then you have storable product, the booking fees. Okay, booking fee and all can be created as a product and used. And then you have combo. You know what combo is, right? So combo of products that can be created with this, and also this can be even ticket. Okay, so these are the different product types. So currently I'm putting it to consumable itself, and here you have the invoicing policy. As you all know, we have two types of invoicing policy, which is for ordered quantities and delivered quantities. So invoicing for the quantity which is ordered and invoicing for the quantity which has been delivered. So that's the two invoicing policies. And you have the unit of measure, that is you can set a unit of measure for the product. So currently the unit of measure is the units, and if you want to change it to gram, centimeter, whatever it is, according to the product you can set the unit of measure. Then you have the purchase unit of measure. So while buying this product, in what units you are going to buy. Okay, so some products will be there, we'll be selling it in grams and we'll be buying it in kilograms and all, right? So such things can be managed here under the unit of measure. So you have the sales price. You can actually set a sales price for the product. You can add customer taxes, our tax category, the cost of the product. So for per unit, how much it costs. Now here you have field help, which actually shows you what different fields mean by. So here you have value of the product. So this is used to value the product when purchase cost is not known. So this is also used to compute margin on sale order. So that's the cost, and sales price is different. So sales price is the price for which the product is sold to the customer. Okay, so both are different. So here if you want, you can add the cost. So I'm adding the costs too. And the product category, as you know, we have different categories like the consumable, deliveries, expenses, internal, rental, and so on. So whatever the category it belongs to, that category can be chosen from here. So that's the product category. And then you have the internal reference. So, for easy reference of the product, you can actually set an internal reference over there. Okay. Then you have barcode. So if you are setting a barcode for this product, that code can be provided here in this field. And then you have the product template tags. Okay. So product template tags can be chosen from here. So yeah, currently we don't have any. So if you start typing one, so I'm telling it's new product. So I'm creating a new product, which is a template tag. So this is simply a tag, okay? Tag is for easy identification. And then if you want to configure tags, you have the option over here. And from here, you can actually create a tag for this product. So I've already created one. So going back to the product over here, and then you have the company. So here you have the option to choose the company. So I'm putting demo company. So this will be found only inside demo company. And internal notes corresponding to the product can be given here. Next, you have the attributes and variants of the product. So for phone and all, there is possibility to add attributes and variants, because phone can be of different types, like the keypad phones, then the bending phones, the stretching phones. Then you have the touchscreen phones and all. So those can be attributes, that is type can be an attribute and values can be given like keypad, touchscreen and all. Similarly, colors for the phone and operating systems of the phone, everything can be given as variants, and for each variant there'll be a value. Okay, so suppose if I'm giving the value, variant as color. So here I'm choosing color, and the values of color can be given from here. So we have colors like dark blue, green, gray. So I've added 3 colors. If you want, you can add more colors. Okay, and here you have configure. Okay, before that I'm going to save this, and then corresponding to this line you can find a button called configure. Okay, go to configure, and here under configure you have dark blue, green and gray. Okay, so if you want to set price differences for different values of the variants, that can be done. So I'm telling sell a phone. Okay, it can be a question. Okay, sell a phone, and the thing is that the green color, okay, for the phone with green color should have a $50 extra. Okay, so what will you do? You have to go to this configure section, choose the product over there, and then you have to put the value extra price. So I'm putting $50 and save it. So with the price, which is with the sales price, this extra price will be added. Okay, so this is basically a condition. Okay, so that's the attributes and variants, and here you have the variant sales variant selection, which is product configurator and order grid entry. So there's a video which we've already done regarding this sales variant selection. So these are the different types of variant selection. So once your product has a variant, selecting this variant to a quotation can be done in these 2 ways. So there comes a product configurator as well as a order grid entry. So based on whatever you choose, the option or that wizard will come there, and from there you can choose the variance. Okay, so that's the attributes and variance. Then you have the sales details of the product. So you can see the upsell and cross sell. So you can add an optional product. So once this product is going or will be sold or will be chosen as an optional product, whatever product which we give here will be taken. So I'm putting it as acoustic block screen. So that's the optional product. So optional product can be the same product, or we just put this on the... Okay, so optional products are suggested whenever the customer hits add to cart. Okay, so cross-sell, this is basically a cross-sell strategy. For example, if you are putting computers, warranty as well as software comes as optional products once you add it to the cart. And then you have accessory products. So when your product is phone, obviously the accessory products will be like the earphones, the phone case, the screen guard and all. And then you have the alternative product, which is, suggest the alternative products to the customer. So those products will show up. Okay, whatever products are alternative to the current product which we are selling. So that will be shown there. So you have the option to choose those products over here. And for this to make, for y'all to make this product available in POS, you can simply check this over here. And if you want to add any extra product media like photos or videos of the product, you can add a media from here. Sales description as well as the e-commerce shop details, plus the product description for self-order that can be given over here under the sales section. So similarly, we have the purchase section. So under purchase, you can set a vendor for the product. Okay, so from which vendor you are buying, you can set some vendors for this product, and then you will have the price as well as the delivery details. Then you have the inventory of the product. So this is where you manage the inventory of the product. So you can set routes here, which is to buy, manufacture and all. And then you have the logistics where you have the responsible person, and you have the customer lead time as well as the HS code, origin of goods. So if you just put the cursor on the customer lead time, you know what it is. It's the delivery lead time. Okay, it's the number of days promised to the customer. So between the confirmation of sale order and the delivery. So there's a period of time. Okay, so in this period of time, the product will be given. So that's the customer lead time. The time the customer waiting is called as the customer lead time. Okay, so as it's given below, it's the day promised to the customer. So it will be between the date on which the sale order is confirmed and the date which it gets delivered. So that's the inventory. And then you have the accounting. So here you have the income account and also the payables like the expense account, the price difference accounts and so on. So that's the product section. And you can see the extra prices as well as the documents, go to website, variance and more. So under more, you have the in and out, bill of materials, purchased and sold. So these will all be the details of, that is the particular details of this product. So currently we have not used this product anyway. So that's the reason why you can see the count 0. And here you have 3 variants. So we have given 3 variants, which is the different colors. So that's the reason why it shows 3. So this is how you create a product, and you can see a chatter over here, okay, where you can send message, log, note and also schedule activities. And replenishing is also here. Replenishing is automatically buying the product once it's out of stock, right? So saving the product here. Then you have the product variants. So variants of all the products can be viewed separately over here. So as you can see here, you have a product called stool. So all the 3 variants have come in a row. Okay, similarly, all the variants can be viewed here. So from here also, you can create a product. Okay, so simply click on new and here comes the same page. So here you don't have the option to separately create an attribute and variant. So that's simply the variants. So it's exactly the same way how you create products. That's the reason why I'm not showing it to you. And here you have the price list, which is one among the important things. So these are the different price lists. So you can create price list from here and use it under your sale order or quotation. Okay. So I'm creating a price list as they showed USD retailers. Okay, so here you have the option to choose the company. I'm choosing demo company. So which means this price list will only be available for this demo company. Then you have the price rules as well as the recurring price, rental rules, configuration. So you have to set a price rule for this particular price list. Okay, you have the products over here. So I'm adding a line, adding a product. So acoustic block screen, the variance, if there is any variance, you can add it over here. Here you have the minimum quantity. Minimum there should be 5 quantities. The price should be 550 and set a start and end date. Okay, so here an end date and a start date can be given. So I'm putting a end date. Start date can be given here. So from December 1st to December 29, for minimum quantity of 5, you will only have to pay the price 50 rupees once this price list is applied. So that's how you create price list. So once I was creating the orders, I've already shown you the price list. Okay, so that's how you create it. So that's the price list. Then you have the reporting section. Okay, so under reporting, you have sales, salesperson, product, and customer. So reporting based on all these details are given here inside the sales module. So we've basically done a video on reporting of sales. Don't miss to watch it out. Okay, so I'll go through it in a rough way. So here you have the sales. So this is a sales analysis. So sales analysis can be found here under the sales section of reporting, which is the overall thing. You have the measures over here, insert into spreadsheet, and as you all know, this is the graphical view. So you have the bar chart, line chart, and pie chart. Also, you have the option to see the cumulative as well as the stacked view, and also ascending and descending view. And here you have the pivot view. Okay. So under reporting, next you have the salesperson. So this is a report which is based on the salesperson, which is a sales analysis by salesperson. So here also you have the graphical analysis, the line chart, and also the pie chart. So that's the sales analysis. So only difference is in sales, which was the overall sales report. Here you have the sales analysis based on salesperson. As you can see, different salesperson is given there. And we have the pivot table for the same. Similarly, you have the sales analysis by products. So it will be based on products. If I just go to the bar chart, you can see the product's name over here. And based on the measure you give, this will be shown. So currently it shows the untaxed total based on products. And you have the pivot table for that one as well. And then finally you have reporting based on customers. So here you have customers, and based on customers, a sales analysis report will be given. So here also you have all the 3 graphs. You have the stacked view, cumulative view, and so on. And then you have the pivot table over here. So that's the reporting section of sales module. And finally, we have the menu, which is called configuration. So under configuration, we have pretty much things. So first thing which I'm going to show to you is the settings, which is very important. So there are a lot of things which are to be enabled inside the configuration settings. So as you know, you have the variance, the variant grid entry, unit of measure. So this is already enabled. That's the reason why you can put the variance, the unit of measure, and also the variant grid entry, which I've already shown you, okay, which is the product configurator and all, okay. So once you enable it only, that will be visible inside the module, okay. Then you have the product packaging. That is, if you want to sell a product as package or unit per package and all, that can be done from here. So simply enable the product packaging, and then you have the deliver content by email. So this is basically sending an email. That is, sending an email is useful if you need to share specific information or content about a product. So there'll be like instructions, rules, links, media, and all. So create and set an email template from the product detail the product detail form in the accounting tab. So that's the deliver content by email. So next we have the pricing section where you have the discount. So discount is which we found inside the quotation. Okay, while you were confirming a sale order, there was the quotation. So there was the discount. So the discount comes from here. You have to enable it from here. Price list was found inside the products only because we've enabled price list here. Okay, so you have multiple prices per products and also advanced price rules. So if you want to set any discounts or formulas, you can do that from here. Price list can be accessed from here as well. You have the discount and loyalty gift card. You have the margins. Okay, so for that you have to enable all these things. Then you have the quotation and order. So you have the quotation template over here, online signature, online payment, everything which is required for quotation. You have logged confirmed sales. So confirmed sale orders can be logged. So for that you have to enable this. You have the sales warning, okay, and also you have a PDF quotation builder, also pro forma invoice. So to create a pro forma invoice and all, you have to enable this, so which allows you to send pro forma invoice to your customer. And then you have the shipping. So under shipping, you have a lot of delivery methods, a lot of shipping connectors. So to use these connectors, you have to enable all of them. Then you have the invoicing section where you have the invoicing policy. By default, it will be invoiced, which is ordered. And if you want to invoice what is delivered, you can choose that from here. You have the down payments here, the automatic invoice. So automatic invoice and all, we are doing a detailed video on each of them. Okay, so automatic invoice is to create an invoice automatically. So for that, you have to enable the automatic invoice. Similarly, we have the consolidate subscription billing. So which is to consolidate all of the customer subscription that are due to the billing on the same day. So that can be enabled from here. And also you have a connector, which is the Amazon Sync. Okay. So I've done some changes, so I'm just saving it. And if you go to the configuration, see configuration, I'm going here. Also we have a search bar, okay, inside the configuration settings also. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, that's saved. Now if you go to the configuration, so here in the sales module, we were talking about the final menu. Okay, under the configuration, we've already gone through the settings. We have the sales teams next. So we've seen the sales team inside the orders, right? So these are the different teams, and if you want to create a new team, click on new, give a name. So I'm putting as a new team. The team details like the team leader. So I'm putting John Doe as the team leader. The email alias for this particular team. Accept email from everyone, authenticated person, follows only or authenticated employees. Whatever it is, you can choose it from here. So I'm currently choosing everyone. The company, the invoicing target. So I'm putting the invoicing target as 50,000, and also you have the option to add members. So from here I'm adding members as Mark Demo. Okay, so that's done, and I'm saving it. So this is very simple. So this is how you simply create a new sales team. Okay, and a single person can be added to multiple teams. So Mark Demo is currently in new team. He can also be added to the sales team. Okay, so that's also possible in the Odoo 17 sales module. Next, under sale orders, we have the quotation template. So as I said before, you can pre-create a quotation template, and this can be used in a quotation. So I'm clicking on new and creating a new one. So I'm putting as new temp or something, and expires after 50 days. If there's any recurring plan, I'm putting it as yearly. Okay. So lasts forever, and prepayment amount, the confirmation mail, company, invoicing, online signature, online payment. And here under the order lines, I'm adding a product. So let the product be whiteboard pen. Here we have simple pen. So I've added 2 products. So the quantity, the units and all I've given here. So I'm giving the quantity as 10. So suppose if there is any customer, so every year or every now and then you have to create the same quotation, better than creating the same quotation every now and then or in every particular interval, it's better to create a quotation template and use it. Okay, so it makes your work easier. It actually takes less time only. Okay, it saves your time. So that's the quotation template. I'm saving it, and I'll show you using this in a quotation. Go to orders, go to quotation. So I'm going to create a new quotation over here, and I'm adding a customer deco. Here you have quotation template, so I'm adding new temp, and here you have the order lines, the recurring plan, the price list, payment terms, everything. Okay, so that's how the quotations work. Next, under configuration, you have the shipping methods. So you have different shipping methods like standard delivery, the post, the local delivery and all. So creating a new shipping method, it's very simple. Click on new, add the name of the shipping method, add the website, the provider, and you can also set the price. If it's a fixed price, means you can set the price. So free if the order amount is above 1,000 or whatever it is. So the shipping will be free if the order amount is above 1,000 rupees, $1,000 or whatever it is. Then you can add a delivery product here if you want. Okay, and the company can be added from here, and you have the destination availability, like in which all countries this is available, that can be chosen from here. Also set a description for the shipping method. Okay, so once it's done, click on new. Okay, we'll give a new name. putting new shipping method and simply saving it. So that's the shipping method. That's how you add a new shipping method. And then you have tags. So these tags will be used inside the quotations, right? So for that, simply click on new and add a tag over here. So I'll put demo tag and you can set a color for it. So I'm going for yellow, saving it. So here comes the tag. That's the tag. So it's basically for easy identification. There's nothing more in tags. Then you have products where you have attributes and product categories. So attributes are the ones which we have already seen. So while creating attributes and variants, the pre-created attributes have been used. So here you have different attributes like color, legs, size, and all. So color and all, if color is the attribute, I'll open it and show you. You have the display type, how it should be. Okay. And also you can add the values over here. Okay, colors are like dark blue, green, gray, whatever it is, you can add it. So that's the attribute. And under configuration, you have product categories. So we have categories like all consumable, and so on. If you want to add a new category, then you have to, I'm adding lamps, and so which is the parent category. So you can choose a parent category. I'm choosing all. They have a tax category, and also the logistics as well as the inventory valuation, account properties, everything should be added, saved, and then you have the product category over here. See, your lamps has been added. And then we have the online payments where you have the payment providers. So these are all our payment providers. So once the payment and all in automatic invoice and such cases and all, payment will be done. So these will be the different payment providers. So in other online shopping sites also, you can see this payment services, right? So you have things like Asia Pay, Amazon Payment Services, ATN, and the authorized.net, and all those things, okay? So this is the payment providers. And you have the payment methods. So you will have different methods. If you want to add a new method, simply click on new, and I'm clicking on new payment method. So I'm adding a primary payment method. So whatever the primary payment method is, you can add it from here, whether it's active or not, and also the providers can be chosen from here. So that's how you create a payment method. So fields are invalid. Okay, so it's basically how you create a payment method, and you have the unit of measure categories finally. So these are the different unit of measures. If you want to add a unit of measure, you can add it from here. So adding volume, it can be like liter, milliliter, and all. So here you have a type which is showing you the reference unit of measure for this category smaller than the reference unit. The thing is that you will set a reference unit. Okay, for unit of measure or category, you will be having some UOMs. So one will be set as a reference unit, and the others will be compared to this one. So if one is set as a reference unit, the other one will be smaller than this, and some other will be larger than this. So that's how you manage this unit of measure. Okay, so we'll open on previously created one. So here you have the weight. So here you have the unit of measure category, which is a weight, and for weight you have some UOMs like grams, kilograms, and all. So here, as you can see, kilogram is set as the reference unit, and the others are denoted to smaller as well as the larger ones. Okay, so that's how you manage the unit of measure categories. So that is all we have about the Odoo 17 sales module. Inside this sales module, you have so much, and I hope that you got some rough idea about the things which are hidden here inside sales module. So that's not the end. We have so much more inside sales, and specific videos on each topic will be here in our YouTube. So yeah, that's all about the sales module, and I hope it's clear for you guys, and I'll be back with an overview of another module. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.